What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright, so I just wanted to show this. My current CR on this tune is literally like 131, but by the time you come in, it's 34. It knocks you down, right? Because of the stat clamping. And yeah. So I know a lot of people want stat clamping to end. And I honestly am totally 100% against stat clamping being removed because you're still getting pushed to the maximum level based on your other stats, right? So if you were to remove stat clamping, basically people would be selling feat runs and just soloing entire raids. I'm talking like old school raids on, and it's a form of an exploit, right? Oh, I earned it. Yeah, but you're still supposed to be able to have somewhat of you know, a challenge. But even when you're clamped, you're completely smoking everything. That's the problem. So it's just like, yeah, because you should be selling runs, right? Exploit. Let's if I can't exploit the game, then what's the point? I need to be able to exploit it. It's like, no, no, not at all. But it's interesting. So I'm personally a player who thinks stat clamping is good because vet players can still help, but it limits the OP ness. Because once you have your arts maxed, your allies maxed, and elite gear, there's not a content you can't do in the game. It's just as long as you know rotation, even basic rotation. So I'm like, what's the point of even playing a game if you're not even challenged at that point? Even with stat clamps, you're going to, steamroll over everything. I still remember when, and people still do it, like speed hack or, even control hack. Oh, there's just like two different type of hacks in this game, and if I even saw that on a run sometime as a support player, I would just leave because you would have gotten banned had you ran with that player. There was a chance that you could get a ban because it was considered an exploit, right? And players still do it all the time. There's been a lot of games where, even certain content creators in other games, claimed all this bullshit, and here to find out they were hacking, they were exploiting something, and they would get banned. And I honestly think if you're not trying to challenge yourself and you're cheating the game, you're cheating other players, you're cheating yourself, and what's the point of even playing, right? I would rather do something on my own merits and my own capability than cheat my way through anything. But, most people in the world, they just want to get ahead no matter what the cost is, and and even if it costs other people, even if they're not qualified or they lack the talent, they'll cheat their way through it. And that's why I also don't roll with fake tanks, fake healers, or fake trolls. I don't roll with fakes in life. In life or in a game. Like, if you're a fake ass bitch, I don't want nothing to do with you. If I'm a support, like say I'm a healer and there's a fake tank, I typically won't even heal them. I'm like, listen, man. Obviously, you don't feel like we need a tank, so why do you need a healer? Same thing with the troll. Like, I won't tank. You obviously felt like we didn't need a troll, so you don't need a tank. I've done that in multiple games. I just don't like fake ass bitches, and I don't like cheats. And I especially don't like people who exploit anything. And people who want stat clamping removed just want to exploit the system. They want to be able to capitalize on other people's inability to do something. And I'm just calling it for what it is. So next time you hear little bitch whiners say, "Oh, remove stat clamping," be like, "Why are you a bitch? Are you a bitch? You seem like a bitch, dude. You seem like a little crybaby bitch. Is that how you are?" Like, well, you didn't say that to my face. You obviously don't know me. I've said worse to people who have a slew of money and who are, oh my God, I'm so important. It's like, you ain't shit without your employees. My grandfather would say that. You know, these people who claim to be so important, where would they be today if it weren't for the people who do the shit for them? He's like, no fucking where is where. Just the way it is. Challenge yourself. Have integrity. Have authenticity. Don't follow the crowd. Set the bar. Not for other people, for yourself. Because when you rise to that level, nobody's going to be able to take shit from you. I promise you that. Have a good one, y'all.